Today we will speak about the heavy metal content in rice and the steps you can take to protect your health. Rice is often considered a healthy, staple food that complements meals around the world. However, recent studies have highlighted the hidden dangers of heavy metals, such as arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury, contaminating rice. These metals can accumulate in the body over time and pose serious health risks, including cancer, kidney damage, developmental issues, and neurological effects. Heavy metals in rice primarily come from environmental pollution, soil composition, and agricultural practices. Rice plants are particularly susceptible to absorbing these metals due to their growing conditions, such as flooded fields and irrigation with contaminated water. The most common heavy metals found in rice are arsenic, which is naturally occurring in soil and water. Arsenic contamination can also come from pesticides and irrigation with contaminated water. Brown or organic rice actually contains higher levels of arsenic because it retains the bran layer, which absorbs more arsenic. White rice has lower arsenic levels since the bran is removed during milling. Chronic arsenic exposure is linked to various cancers: skin, bladder, lung, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and developmental effects in children. Cadmium is found in soil and water due to industrial pollution and the use of phosphate fertilizers. Rice grown in regions with heavy industrial activity or polluted water is more likely to contain higher cadmium levels. Long-term exposure to cadmium can lead to kidney damage, bone fractures, cancer, and impacts on the reproductive and cardiovascular systems. Lead is found in contaminated soil and water, often from lead-based products or industrial emissions. The levels of lead can vary based on environmental factors and the cultivation region. Particularly harmful to children, lead exposure can cause developmental delays, learning difficulties, and lower IQ. In adults, it can lead to hypertension, kidney damage, and reproductive issues. Mercury is less common in rice but can occur due to irrigation with contaminated water or polluted soil, generally lower than in fish, but still a concern in polluted areas. Mercury affects the nervous system, leading to cognitive impairments, motor dysfunction, and neurological damage, with pregnant women and children being especially vulnerable. So what are the health risks of heavy metals in rice? Certain rice types and rice-based products have higher levels of heavy metals, particularly arsenic. Brown rice. Due to its bran layer, brown rice tends to accumulate higher levels of arsenic compared to white rice. Long-term consumption can lead to skin lesions, cancer, and cardiovascular diseases. White rice. Although it contains lower arsenic levels than brown rice, white rice still poses a risk, particularly with frequent consumption. Rice is often grown in flooded paddies, which create an anaerobic, low-oxygen environment that increases the bioavailability of arsenic in the soil and water. Arsenic becomes more soluble and can easily be absorbed by rice plants. In many regions, rice paddies are irrigated with groundwater that contains high arsenic levels. This leads to the accumulation of arsenic in the soil and the rice plants over time. To mitigate the health risks of heavy metals in rice, especially arsenic, here are some practical steps you can take. Rinse rice thoroughly. Rinse rice multiple times before cooking to remove surface arsenic and other contaminants. Cook with excess water. Use a large water-to-rice ratio, such as 6:1, and drain the excess water after cooking. This can reduce arsenic levels by up to 50%. Diversify your diet. While rice is a staple in many diets, incorporating a variety of grains, such as quinoa, barley, and oats, can help reduce your exposure to arsenic. Choose rice wisely. Opt for rice from regions with lower arsenic contamination. White rice generally has less arsenic than brown rice, though it also has fewer nutrients. Use filtered water. If you live in an area with high arsenic levels in the water, use a water filter to reduce the contamination when cooking rice. Incorporating a heavy metal detox supplement into your routine can further help reduce the buildup of these harmful metals in your body, ensuring a healthier and more balanced lifestyle. See www.heavymetaldetox.org.